Alright, this is a Game of Thrones video, so if you're not caught up on Game of Thrones, don't watch this. Heavy spoilers here. Don't do that to yourself. We're talking, if you are not through Season 4, Episode 2, don't watch this video unless you really don't care. In which case, why don't you care? Because Game of Thrones is pretty rad. Alright, if you're still sticking around, that means you're caught up. In which case, I can tell you guys, it finally happened. To be honest with you guys, I was gonna do a review on draft day today, but then Game of Thrones happened and I was like, I guess I should talk about that shit. That's right, sometimes events happen that you just have to sidetrack and go, you know what, I gotta do this one right now. I'm doing a video on this because George R.R. Martin has sequentially he just picks people off. They dead. Has broken more hearts than John Stamos himself, and for different reasons, but still. But now, today, he gave a little back. That's right, folks, we finally got to see Jaime Lannister himself training with Bronn how to fight with sword like Southpaw and shit. No, that's not what you wanted me to talk about? What did you want me to talk about? What else happened in this? Holy shit, that's right, the dick died. I don't mean Theon's dick, I mean like the dick. I was like a kid on Christmas when it was happening too, because it happens, of course, at a wedding. People are hashtagging purple wedding, which is a fucking spoiler. Don't do that shit. Anyone who hasn't seen the episode sees purple wedding, they're gonna be like, Joffrey's dead. But since people were calling it the holy fuck, I'm wearing purple. That actually was not intentional. I saw that in my camera just now and I was like, don't drink the wine. But it totally play up in this episode. Joffrey is such a dick and you're like, when is this fucktard gonna die? For 3 seasons and 2 episodes now, we've all been saying that. Everybody, it's so uncomfortable in this wedding, and Joffrey's the only one laughing, and Sansa's like, you're a dick. She's just thinking of her brother, and Tyrion's like, my nephew's a dick. Joffrey's wife's like, my husband's a dick. Cersei Lannister's like, oh, my son's a dick. But he's giving his speech, and he's like, and you know another thing, after the second cough, I was just like, is it happening? I was like a kid on Christmas. I was like, Santa came. He came. It's not even good poison. Not even like upper class, sophisticated, nice poison. Obviously his wine was poisoned, that, or Heisenberg came by with his rice and was like, later, dick. My show's still cool, right? Game of Thrones. But it's not the nice milk of the poppy shit where you're like, oh, you go into a sleep and then you just dream forever. No, there's kids like gargling and vomiting and foaming and like bloodshot eyes and varicose veins. He looks like a really bad scene in The Walking Dead. Bleeding out of his eyes and nose and you're like, 100 times. Yeah, to me, honestly, it wasn't enough. I wanted to see Joffrey get like the Theon Greyjoy treatment. I wanted to see Joffrey get worse than anyone in the show has gotten. Honestly, I don't think he did. But then again, nothing was gonna be bad enough. But the story is smart. It would only ever be poison. It's the only way you can kill a king and maybe get away with it. Which begs the question, who did it? Which is very cool. It's kind of a mystery. I need that because someone, this was like 2 weeks ago, and I just looked at, because there's only one kid ever, like what he's talking about, Bran Stark. He doesn't want him to die. I don't like spoilers. That was all, now I knew. I'm like, I can't unknow the fact Joffrey's gonna die. Luckily, I thought I was gonna have to wait all season for it. It happened in 2 episodes, so now that spoiler I had is gone. It was beautiful though. The bleeding, the hemorrhaging, the coughing. Die, Joffrey, just die. But everyone at this wedding and in Joffrey's life hated his guts, and a few people had the means to kill him today. Notice, like, when the cup dropped, Sansa Stark picked it up. Did she poison it? Did Tyrion poison it? How did anyone know that he was gonna spill his drink and then would have time to poison him? Was it his wife? Obviously, you remember when she was talking to Baelish, I believe it was season 2, and she was like, I want it all. So I always knew she wanted to marry him to get the throne. Who did it? Don't tell me. Don't be a dick about it. I'm just, you know, in my monologue is going, who did it? I don't want the answer. Point is, guys, Joffrey died. And I'm glad this shithead is dead. Kind of. I'm going to give a special thank you to the actor who played Joffrey Baratheon for all these years, Jack Gleeson. Jack Gleeson, you killed it as Joffrey Baratheon. You made one of the most memorable douchebags in I would say cinematic history, television history, entertainment history. You portrayed him so well. Everyone on Earth who watched the show loved to hate you, and it is honestly not going to be the same kind of ride without you. You are a kick-ass actor, and I hope people don't hate you in real life for your portrayal of a really memorable character. So guys, Joffrey Baratheon, dead. What do you feel about that? If you say, you know, I liked him. He was my favorite. Like in that aspire to be like way. The FBI just flagged your computer. You should probably burn it and run. Whatever you thought about this episode, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.